UMass Amherst, 2009. A young girl, a freshman, will call Martha, is having bad dreams. But they're not normal nightmares. They're violent and depraved. Evil things, she told the doctor at the student health center. She swears it's not the anxiety of being away from home. She was assured they would pass once she got used to the campus, made more friends. Martha begins waking up with marks on her body. People ask if she has a cat at home. She says she doesn't, and she hasn't been home in weeks. She asks her roommate if she has noticed her scratching herself in her sleep. Her roommate says no, but she usually sleeps at the same time, so she can't be sure. As life moves on in the campus, Martha continues to suffer. No one is helping, and the more she goes to the health center, the more she thinks they're going to misdiagnose her with a mental illness she's certain she doesn't have. She knows it's too dark to see anything, but she sets up her webcam anyway. She's certain she'll see herself thrashing about and scratching her. For the first hour, it's as she thought. Everything is still, the room entirely too dark. The only light comes from the full moon in the window. And then something moves, but it's not her, it's her roommate. The girl tosses right, then left. She whimpers, almost crying. Suddenly, she sits up, stands, and moves to the center of the room. She watches Martha sleep. After a few minutes, she lays down on the floor beside Martha. The screen is too dark to see her, but Martha can tell she never got up. She forwards the video to the end, and when the sun comes up, her roommate is sound asleep in her bed. There is nobody on the floor. She's terrified, but she knows she needs more evidence. The next night, she leaves her desk light on and films again. She remembers being unable to sleep for hours, and this is what the video shows. But as soon as her eyes close and her breath deepens, the desk light flickers off. With her headphones, she could hear people speaking, whispering as they do when someone in the room is asleep. She heard two distinct women. One was in charge and told the other what to do, though she could never make out the words, only the tone. Most of the videos were too dark to see much, but in one occasion, 3 women paced by her bed. They had come from the corners, but she couldn't see when they had entered or where they had gone. A week later, she brings her laptop to the dean's office, but the files are empty. She promises him she's not crazy, but he's seen this before. This is the right age for schizophrenia to start showing itself. It happens every year. She's told she'll be okay with medication. The next 3 years were kind of messy, but in the summer of 2012, Martha was cleared free of any mental illness. Her new doctor said she had been misdiagnosed. She may have had a mental break or disorder, but she's perfectly healthy now. Her friends hadn't told her because they didn't want to upset her, but the girl who moved into her room after she was sent to the hospital committed suicide. She wrote a letter or suicide note and sent it to her best friend in the mail. It said that her roommate and others did things to her at night, but she knew no one would believe her, like no one believed Martha. Martha's roommate disappeared after the suicide.